Sit down a while, son. I've been watching you these past months, seeing how you carry yourself, how you treat others, how you are trying to figure out what kind of man you want to be. And I've been thinking, what's the real difference between being a good man and a great one? Most folks think they know, but I am not so sure they do. I spent most of my younger years believing that being good was enough. Work hard, pay your bills, treat people decent. Love your family. Keep your nose clean and your word solid. That's what my father taught me and his father before him. And those things matter. They matter more than most people realize these days. But somewhere along the way, I started to understand there was something more, something deeper. Let me tell you about the difference between a gardener and someone who plants an oak tree. A good man is like a careful gardener. He tends his own plot, keeps it neat, feeds his family from what he grows, lives with decency and pride. His garden is beautiful, productive, well-maintained. People walk by and say, "Now here is a man who takes care of what's his," and they're right. That garden feeds his children, provides for his household, shows the world he's responsible. Nothing wrong with that kind of life. But a great man, he plants an oak he'll never sit beneath. I learned this the hard way. For years, I was that gardener, proud of my neat rows, my healthy vegetables, my well-tended space. But one day, I saw a massive oak in the town square, maybe 150 years old. Its branches shaded half the park. Children played beneath it. Couples sat on benches. Old men played checkers under its canopy. Whoever planted it never saw it like that, but look what he left behind. That's when I understood. A good man lives well. A great man leaves something that lives long after he's gone. I am not talking about fame or monuments. I am talking about a man who thinks beyond his own garden, beyond his own lifetime. The great man still tends his garden, still works hard and keeps his word, but he also plants seeds he'll never see bloom. He mentors the young man at work. He volunteers where he's needed. He stands up for what's right, even when it costs him something. Sacrifice isn't always big and dramatic. Sometimes it's giving up your Saturday to teach a kid to change a tire. Sometimes it's biting your tongue to protect someone you care about. Sometimes it's taking the harder path because it's the right one, even when no one's watching. The great man knows his character isn't just about him. It's about the example he sets, the standard he holds, the way he makes others feel about themselves. When he walks into a room, people stand a little straighter, not from fear, but because he reminds them of who they could be. My grandfather wasn't rich or famous, but he had roots that went deep and branches that reached wide. Everyone in our neighborhood knew they could count on him. When storms came, he became the thing others leaned on. That's what greatness looks like. It's solid, it endures, and it makes everything around it stronger. An oak tree doesn't just grow up, it grows down. Its roots reach the bedrock, truth that doesn't change with the times. I learned that watching Bill Henderson, a foreman who stood up against unfair policies that would hurt older workers. He lost his job, but his courage sparked others to act, and the policies were overturned. That's what roots are for, not just to keep you standing, but to keep you standing for something. And a great man knows how to bend without breaking. His principles stay firm, but his methods adapt. My father bent with the times, learned new skills, listened to new ideas, changed his approach without changing his character. Strength like that weathers storms. Most of all, the great man understands his strength isn't just for himself. The oak gives shade, shelter, and food. When big storms come, it becomes a landmark, the thing people navigate by. That's what a great man becomes, a landmark in his community, his family, his world. I think of Tom Bradley from our church. Never had much money, but he understood that greatness is about what you do with what you have. He fixed what was broken, showed up when people needed him, rebuilt a family's home after a fire without waiting to be asked. At his funeral, the church overflowed. People said, "Tom made me believe I could be better than I was." That's the mark of a great man, not just that people remember what he did, but who they became because of his example. The good man asks, "How can I take care of my own?" The great man asks, "How can I take care of my own and leave this place better than I found it?" The good man thinks about today and tomorrow. The great man thinks about the day after he's gone. Becoming great doesn't mean you stop being good. It means you expand who you see as your own. Your family, yes, but also your community, your neighbors, the ones who come after you. I've seen men with everything who left nothing, and men with little whose absence left the whole town grieving. So tend your garden, son, but plant your oak too. Serve something bigger than yourself. Protect someone smaller. Fix something broken without needing credit. Because in the end, the question won't be how well you tended your own plot. It will be, what shade did you provide? What shelter did you offer? What will keep growing because you were here? That's the difference between a good man and a great one. And I believe you've got greatness in you. The oak is already planted. Now you just have to help it grow.